What are a few common mistakes people make with tinnitus? The most common mistake people make with tinnitus is thinking that a quiet environment will be good for them. Silence is not ideal when you experience tinnitus because it will become the one thing the brain focuses on, and it internally amplifies that tinnitus when it is quiet. Instead, being in a sound-rich environment is critical to distract the brain away from the tinnitus. I prefer nature sounds in my environment to distract me away from my tinnitus, such as the sound of ocean waves or light rainfall. There are many free apps available today, such as Sleep Pillow, that you can try. Some people prefer to use music to distract themselves. I find low-level instrumental music helpful in the background when trying to study or concentrate on something important. Another mistake people make with tinnitus is attaching a negative label to it. The more we think of tinnitus as the horrible sound in my head or the awful buzzing that drives me crazy, the stronger the connections become between our auditory system and the limbic system, or our emotional center of the brain. The stronger these connections become, the harder they are to break. We know that many times these connections are happening at the subconscious level, meaning you don't mean to be thinking this way, but positive self-talk and strategies to change the way we think of tinnitus are necessary to reduce its intensity and impact on us. People with tinnitus often overprotect their ears. Don't do that. People mistakenly believe blocking out all sounds will help reduce their tinnitus when the opposite actually happens. By overprotecting our ears, for instance, by wearing earplugs, the tinnitus will become louder because we are blocking normal levels of sound from being received by the brain. We will also make our systems more sensitive to normal levels of sound that used to not bother us. This is because our brain has an internal volume control, referred to as the central gain control, and it knows when sounds are soft, average, and loud. If we alter that internal volume control by constantly wearing hearing protection, everything will seem loud without them, and we will become hypersensitive to the world around us. Therefore, hearing protection is only appropriate when exposed to loud sounds that can be potentially damaging, such as those around 85 dB of intensity or louder. Of course, we encourage the use of hearing protection when exposed to loud sounds, like concerts, power tools, and even loud vacuums. But daily use is generally not needed unless someone has a loud occupation. Consult with an audiologist about the best use of hearing protection if you have any questions. Another mistake people make with tinnitus is thinking and talking about it too much. If you wake up every day and rate it, journal about it regularly, or even have a supportive spouse that asks you how your tinnitus is daily, stop doing that. The more attention we give our tinnitus, the more it will be enhanced as an important signal in our system. Research has proven that what we focus on will continue to grow in the brain because of enhanced neural connections. So 2 key points here. 1, try to focus less on your tinnitus, and 2, spend less time researching and thinking about it overall. We can help break the tinnitus neural connections over time, but the less you focus on your tinnitus, the sooner you will find relief. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We provide information and insights about tinnitus, decreased sound tolerance, hearing loss, hearing protection, and a lot more audiology-related topics.